According
Howdy, I'm B. Let me welcome you to the Beer Snobs Radio Show. We're a bunch of friends who are not experts, but we know we like in beer. Our definition of a beer snob is someone who just won't drink craft beer. So sit back and listen to us blind review beers on the Beer Snobs Radio Show.
Calling all beer snobs, how you guys doing? I am B, and to my right is
Big Rob.
and in front of me,
Damon.
and we have a special guest who is
Shauna,
Shauna. Welcome to the show.
thank you.
Guys, welcome to the Beer Snobs. You know what? We were talking before the show about actually concert beers. And I actually had something really cool to say. I had a great experience at Coachella, and come to find out, Coachella is like the first major music festival to have a craft beer garden. This craft beer garden had over 25 taps of local beer you can drink from instead of going out and getting a normal Heineken.
Hey, how many?
25 different taps.
Wow.
I know, it's awesome. So you had Pilsners, Rattlers, all the way up to really dark Stones, IPAs. I think they tapped a Pliny one day just so people can drink decent beer at a great festival. And come to find out, the beer is just $1 more than the Heineken you can get anyplace else.
Wow.
Now, that's kind of awesome because you get great beer and great music. But my issue with that is they put the craft beer tent as far away from the stages as possible, so you couldn't like sit there and listen to music and drink beer like you normally do. But for me, I had some great beers from Smog City there, a couple of good beers from the La Quinta Brewing Company and the Coachella Valley Brewing Company. But you guys, what has been the best beer you had when you've been to a concert or a live event? Big Rob?
A best beer I've had at a concert or live event. None. The beers have been shit. You drink shit at concerts. You know you're going to drink shit, and that's what you're gonna drink.
You know, that's why I came into this year at Coachella, because Heineken sponsors it every year. So whenever you go, you usually only get Heineken, or at one tent you can get Heineken and Strongbow. Another one you get Heineken and Newcastle. And the last one is Heineken or wine. Or Heineken Light and wine. So this year it was really nice.
I was gonna say the best I've had at an event is Newcastle. That's it. That's the best that I've been able to pull off.
Well, there's a lot worse.
Well, yes, there is.
What about you, Shauna?
Venues are a hit or miss. I mean, some venues have some really shit beers, and then there's others that have, really interesting selections. I think it was El Rey that I was last at. They had Golden Road. So it was definitely, there's their IPA and then their brown. So that was probably the best experience I've had with beers at a venue. Staples, I mean, we'll have Sierra Nevada and whatnot.
Well, actually, Staples on the bottom floor is a thing called the Tap House. And they actually have local taps, local brewery taps that rotate out like at least 8 different taps. So it's the 301 section, 101 section on the first floor. I know I go to Clippers games all the time, so I'm always getting beers.
It's been a couple of years for me, but yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Damon?
Yeah, I'll say I've been pretty lucky. I've had a lot of the same experiences that Rob has had. The best you get is Newcastle, or maybe like a Shock Top. One time I got one that was like in a full-size pint with the biggest orange peel I've ever gotten in a glass. Because what I got to do is hand it to John over at Complex in Glendale, because when he opened his venue, he decided to go in and put some amazing beers on tap. And apparently he listens to the podcast.
Oh, cool.
But I think the best one I had, I believe it was a jalapeno IPA, and it was so damn good.
Doesn't sound good, but it sounds like a unique experience to me.
It was a good tasting beer, and by the time you're done with it, you're sweating.
So work out in the bottle?
Hell yeah.
All right, well, we got beer number 1 in front of us.
Beer number 1. The thing is, I smelled this as it was being brought up, and I'm kind of worried about it.
I think it smells great.
Is that apple?
That's just interesting smell.
Smells almost like a sour.
It kind of almost had a little bit of that lager smell, that apple.
Is it like an apple, right? Or that's what I'm smelling?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the typical lager smell. But there's something else. The lager smell is the apple smell.
I don't really smell the lager smell,
Like most lagers smell like apple.
but I've had like blondes and whites that have kind of smelled like this before too.
On the taste,
Whoa.
the smell's way better than the taste.
Yeah, the taste is boring.
Flat.
This beer has no head. You can't even
Yeah.
stir it up.
Rob, what are you thinking?
Well, it tastes kind of like a lager. It's not a bad one. It's okay. I can choke this down. There's no problem with that.
How about you, Shauna?
I mean, it's got some bitterness to it, but like behind all of that, it kind of has a mild sweetness to it. So I don't really mind it because the sweetness really comes out after I, end up swallowing. I don't mind. I think this is kind of refreshing.
I think this is a great. This is probably a great in between or a great session beer.
Yeah.
Or if you're on a hot day or something like that, and you
Exactly.
just want to drink something
Yeah,
light.
good summer beer.
Great summer beer just to sit down and drink, whatever it is. I mean, it doesn't taste expensive. Doesn't taste way too crap. It doesn't taste as what we normally taste, like normal wacky flavors we put in a craft beer, but it tastes like something very simple, very plain, and it's done okay.
This is what I would want to have if I was at Coachella.
And honestly, it's fun enough. You could drink this instead of your lagers or your regular beers you'd have in the summertime in the heat.
Yeah.
And this is something you can sit back and enjoy.
I'm just hoping this is easily found because it tastes like it's something that's mass produced, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Honestly, I think you're all nuts. This sucks. This beer sucks. It's not interesting. It's boring. It's flat. It smells like a cheap lager. I'm not digging this at all. You think this would be a good beer for summer? I've had good summer beers. I prefer something with maybe a little bit of a citrus flavor to it. I don't know where you guys were. So I don't know what the hell was going on.
I don't necessarily find it boring, but maybe typical, maybe.
Typical, yeah, and I'll add that to my comment about this beer being boring.
I understand your disdain for the beer, but I do believe this beer has a place that can be used effectively, like we said. I'm guessing this is like a $1.99 a 12-pack or something like that. Not $1.99, maybe $8.99 a 12-pack or something like that. Something really cheaper, something that isn't as expensive that we normally buy. And I think this would be a good fill-in for those nights when you just feel like, fuck, I really want to have a beer, but do I want to crack open a $15 bottle right now?
Yeah, seriously.
So, and what we have for us right now is, oh wow, World Brews Big Flat 1901 Lager Beer, style pale lager, ABV 4.8.
Cheap lager.
The price, and I know what the price is for this because this is a cheap lager.
Yeah.
$2.99 a 6-pack.
Oh, that is cheap.
Wow.
I got it at Walgreens.
Walgreens is not a place you go for beer.
Wow.
For
That's really,
for
really
$2.99 a
cheap.
6-pack, I'm down.
Actually, I was going to say the same exact thing. I'm going to
guys-
fucking pick this up next week.
Fucking bathe in this shit for all I care.
So, brewed in upstate New York, Big Flat's 1901 premium American lager pays homage to the flatboats that traveled the areas that were delivering the goods to early settlers. This is a really, like I thought, I tasted cheap, tasted mass produced. I think this is something that you can drink whenever. Like, my favorite one that's cheap and mass produced that's not that bad is Trader Joe's Modern Times.
Yeah, I've had
That
that.
Modern
not
Times
good.
lager. It's not great, but
Yeah.
for the price, if you're balling on a budget, you can get that and have a nice time.
What was the description? You could drink it when?
Whenever, like summer.
Like when you're beating your kids? Fuck this.
It's all your fault.
I did it because of watching you.
I didn't teach you how to drink crappy beers, kid.
But for
We
$2.99.
shouldn't talk about how the professor raises his kids.
I mean, the can,
said drink that Sam Adams, you son of a bitch.
the can's quite generic. I'm more surprised it didn't just say beer on it.
Why is there this big ass fucking wheel like in the
Yeah. Let's talk. Let's talk about the design on the can. Let's talk about that. The fucking can.
Yeah, I think that about sums it up. Fucking can. There we go.
It says premium 1901. It's got a wheel.
Oh, it's not premium, but it's
What,
not
what,
bad.
what makes a beer a premium beer? I just want to know. Like,
You know,
for
what makes it
reals.
premium is paying to have it printed on the can. The can.
There's nothing wrong with cans.
There's a lot wrong with cans.
No, there isn't.
I agree
Cans are
with
actually
B here.
better than bottles. 'Cause
Bullshit.
Cans have no light coming through.
Exactly.
If you drink it from the can, then you get the metal taste.
You think they line the insides of these cheap piece of shit?
Oh no, that one no. I'm talking about the
No,
other
yeah,
cans.
dude.
This shit?
Yeah,
no.
you're-
No. Golden Road lines every one of their cans.
Good companies do.
Yeah.
This?
Oh no, that's
Yeah, fuck yourself.
no. Fuck both you two. That's good cheap beer.
I
Fuck
agree.
you.
Good
It's
cheap
not.
beer. Fuck
It's
both
cheap.
you two.
Not good.
Beer number 2.
Beer number 2. This smells much better.
Yeah.
Not too much of a head.
Do not much more.
Yeah, not much more.
That's about the same.
Yeah, it's a little bit better, but not by much.
It's
You can't really
it tastes like a different type of lager. Honestly, it's not
Yeah.
that different.
Much better lager.
Yeah, Hef, our producer, is laughing
So no, it's not.
as he knows it's a piece of shit.
Well,
He thinks this is funny.
this one has more body to it. I can tell you
Better
that.
Yeah.
color.
More body.
It's like a similar taste. It's just maybe a step up.
It's got this taste to it though that I'm not enjoying.
Oh, yeah.
Tastes like a lager.
Well, there's that.
Well, seriously, it's barely different than the last one. You know, maybe it's just a tiny bit better, but it's like, which would you rather step in? Wet dog shit or like one of those dried up white ones that's all mushy on the inside?
The mushy one, because the wet dog shit's going to be hard to clean.
Yeah, mushy.
Yeah, but either way, you're stepping in shit, so what does it fucking matter?
You gotta clean up one way or another. You gotta walk around your house with a shitty dog.
What is the
shoe
point
full
of
of dog
this?
shit?
Well, yeah, but well, I'm
Do
just
you
saying.
need to take a break? Do you need to use some?
This one,
Do you
maybe
need
the one
to use
that's kind of cushy in the middle.
bathroom? Do you need to use the bathroom?
I'm just using an analogy to explain that they're both shit.
I don't know if it exactly fits, but okay.
It fits.
Any other tasting notes, guys?
Yes. Fuck you, Hef.
You know, this tastes like maybe possibly a really cheap amber. Better than the last one, a little bit more flavor, but not by much. And it's not that good.
Well, I taste.
And it's still a lager.
I can taste more of the malt, and I can taste more of the hops, and it has a better body. So I would say,
Yeah, compared to nothing.
yeah. But still, that was like $2.99
$2.99 a six-pack.
Yeah, exactly.
That's as cheap as soda. Okay.
I would pay more for soda, actually.
Jesus. You know what? You know what drink I've
You know, Jesus would have turned this into better beer, or at least wine.
You know what drink I'm enjoying the most so far tonight? My water. Fucking A. That's the beer of the night. My water.
And it won't dehydrate you.
Are you guys ready for the review?
Yeah, let's just get to this.
Miller Brewing Company, Miller Fortune.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Euro Fine Pale,
Yeah, the fortune is described by
Oh.
how much you're paying for this compared to what you're getting.
6.9%.
Oh.
At $1.29 a bottle, Miller Fortune is a premium golden lager undistilled at 6.9 ABV. It boasts a rich malty aroma, a light body, and a crisp, clean finish, balanced yet unexpectedly bold. Okay, now think about Miller
All right.
Fortune.
Wait. You said $1.29 a bottle?
Yeah.
From 60 cents a bottle to $1.29, and I still think it's a bargain.
Wait, what?
I think the Miller Fortune's way better than the last one.
Yeah, you're right.
Because
I
of the
would
6.9? 6.9% alcohol?
Well, that helps.
so
You could drink enough, quick enough that you're no longer going to taste it.
Yeah, what was the ABV on the first one?
4.8.
Yeah, fucking useless.
But here,
Like, how many of those do you have to drink to get drunk?
No shit. That's why you're paying a fucking $3 a six pack.
Yeah, you're gonna get full before you get drunk off
You're
of
paying
it.
$3 a six pack so you can have the best beer experience you ever had. What the fuck you think you're supposed to do with it? You're going to get drunk.
Yeah, but you know what? You pay $3, get 3 of these bottles, and get drunk faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 3 of those bottles are three.
Not really.
Wait, I'm doing the math right now. Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
Again,
maybe we should start calling you the professor.
Miller.
Fuck no. That name's been tainted. I'm done.
Shh. Miller Fortune is actually Miller's comeback for Bud Light Platinum. Like Bud Light released another lager that has 6% alcohol. The Fortune is basically what you can do, or is it Platinum or the Black Crown, whatever it is. I think it's Black. Same difference.
Oh yeah.
So the Platinum and the Fortune are the two beers that now the bigger beer companies trying to make to have the higher ABV. Honestly, only good thing I've ever heard about these beers is that people who normally drink a 12-pack of beer only drink a 6-pack of beer because they get drunk quicker. That's it.
Yeah.
Bottle's interesting.
Yeah, the bottle isn't annoying as a regular Miller bottle because it's just basically a one gray strip with like black block lettering.
With the club. No, with the spade.
Yeah, and it's got that on top of the bottle, yeah. Yeah, it's not offensive to my eyes. But it's probably the best bottle that Miller's ever made.
Shauna?
It's a black bottle. I mean, I like it, but I don't know. I mean, like Dee said, it's not offensive. So
It's shaped different than most.
Yeah, it's got an interesting glass bottle shape. Whatever. Still sucks.
So we had two beers tonight. The Miller Fortune, the Big Flats Premium Beer Lager. Big Rob.
Water.
Got it.
I vote for water.
Damon.
Fortune sucked the least.
Shauna.
it's kind of hard. I mean,
Come on, vote with me.
The differences between taste and price. Honestly, I have money, so I'm going to go with the Fortune.
And if I had to choose between these two, I would probably do the Fortune too. Fortune.
If you had to drink one of these beers by gunpoint, you'd have a choice. And which one would not make you want to throw up the least?
The least. Okay, you had me stumped there for a second. The Fortune.
So, wow, Miller Fortune winning something on our show.
Yeah, Fortune had to go up against like the worst beer.
Premium.
You know what? They could have put it up against a Miller and it would have won too.
Yeah, seriously, just take off the S. It's telling you exactly what's inside the can. Flat.
Both cheap. Both get you buzzed.
Bullshit.
Wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad.
I'm B from the Beer Snobs, and I'll see you at the bar.
Toodles.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Fuck off.
Calling all beer snobs, I am B, and you just heard one of our shows. Guess what else you can do? You can find us on the interwebs at Twitter, Facebook, G+, and we're on the Stitcher Radio Network. Be our friend on our social networks to find out what we're up to and find interesting beer articles we're releasing. If you want to advertise with the Beer Snobs, you can contact us at marketing@thebeersnobs.com. If you want to give us beer suggestions, you can find us at info@thebeersnobs.com or any of the social networks you can reach us. And as always, I'll see you at the bar.